Hey fam, so thank you guys for tuning back into my channel. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to create this beautiful pinky smoky look. I started off with base and eyebrows per usual. I did her eyebrows already off of camera and I applied the base because I just feel like I've done it so many times in previous videos. So I used the NARS concealer as an eye base in the shade Custard, and I've been loving it lately, so I've been using that a lot. And then I'm just buffing it out with a fluffy brush. I used the BPerfect Clientele palette, and I went in with the shade called Too Much on a Morphe M47 brush. So just applied this all over the crease, blending it in, making sure it's really pigmented. So a lot of people ask me how I get my eyeshadows so pigmented, and honestly I just kind of pack that color onto the lid, and I'm not worried about blending this color out right now. I'm just packing it on, making sure it's really pigmented. The second shade I went in from this Clientele palette is called Sweet Ass, and this is, I'm using a fluffier brush than the first brush I used, and I'm just applying it right on top of Too Much and blending that out. And then my third blend will be, this is it, it's called Blush. It's also from the same palette. So I used Too Much, Sweet As, and then Blush. So three different eyeshadows, layered them on top of each other. And I'm just going to make sure they're pigmented and blended out seamlessly. So all I'm doing here is just reapplying those colors, going back in, making sure it's pigmented, and just blending all those colors together, but not too far into each other because you don't want to lose those colors. So make sure you know where you're stopping and starting with the shades. So then I decided on reapplying that shade called Sweet Ass from this Clientele palette. So just going back in with that color, making sure it's really pigmented. And here's my favorite part. I love applying black eyeshadow at the end because that's what just makes really the look just completely stand out and make it look really smoky. So any black eyeshadow will do. I'm using the Morphe M506 or M507 brush. Honestly, I don't remember exactly which one I used. They both work the same, not a big difference. um so just, yeah, applying that black eyeshadow right on that shade called Too Much from the Clientele palette, and I'm just blending that in seamlessly, making sure it's going into those pink shades and there's no harsh lines. And then once I'm done doing this, I'm gonna pick up a makeup wipe and just clean up that lid space. Okay, you guys, so when you're cleaning up the lid space with a makeup wipe, honestly, it does not have to be perfect. I just like to do this just to remove like the extra shadow fallout on the lid, just so when I'm cutting it with a concealer, that way I get a better overall cut crease and look. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, like, this step does not have to be perfect. You just go in, just clean it up a little bit and call it a day. So next up, I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease using my Morphe M224 brush. And the concealer I'm using is by NARS in the shade Custard. So when I first purchased this brush, you guys, it was really thick. I did like it because it wasn't wasting a lot of product, but I didn't like the fact that it was really thick. I ended up cutting it. So if you guys want to see how I cut this brush and made it like the perfect cut crease brush, let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely do a tutorial on that. So then what I like to do is pick up black eyeshadow, blend in the black eyeshadow with that concealer so there's no harsh lines. And then I'm going to use the same colors I used on top for the blend on the side of the eye just to give it more of like a seamless look. So here I'm using Sweet As from that Clientele palette, just blending that into the concealer and the black eyeshadow. And then I'm going to pick up the shade called Blush, again from the same palette, and just apply that right on top of Sweet As and blend those shades into each other, just so we have a clean like outer corner blend. And then this glitter I'm using, you guys, honestly, it's by this brand that's not even making it anymore, which is so annoying. I know, I'm sorry, but there was no other glitter that I had that was similar to this shade, and this is the exact shade I was looking for, so I apologize. But if you're looking for companies that sell similar eyeshadows, definitely Peaches and Cream, check them out. Next up, I'm just going to create a simple line. We're not going to do a wing liner on this. This is the Maybelline Gel Liner in the shade Black is Black. And you guys, this video is just strictly it's like an eye tutorial. I feel like, you know, the foundation part, contour, blush, highlight, all that spiel, I've went over it so many times in previous videos. So if you guys want to know how I do foundation, just watch my previous videos. But yeah, I just decided, you know, strictly eyes only for this video just because, you know, that's the main focus. And then I'll also show you guys the lips next because everyone is always asking me what's your favorite lip combo. And this is it right here. So I'm using Morphe lip liner in the shade Bite Me. And I'm just going to start off by shaping out her Cupid's bow. And I definitely always overline. If you guys are confused as to how I overline, just go a little bit over your natural lip line, if that makes sense. I kind of am more of like an hands-on person. I kind of have to do the work in order to learn, opposed to like watching YouTube videos. So you guys definitely want to put the practice in. I can sit here and explain over and over and over and over again, but it's not gonna click until you actually like pick up that pencil and start overlining. Don't overline too much to where, you know, that line is like hitting your skin and it's all over the place. Just a little bit over your natural lip line. And then once I'm done shaping out the lips, I'm gonna use my favorite lipstick, which is called Wifey. It's also by Morphe. Just on a flat lip pencil or lip brush, and I'm just going to apply that all over the lips and then blend it into the lip liner. The brush I'm using is also by Morphe. It's the number, let me see, 124. So Morphe M124. This is the only brush I use for lipstick, honestly. Like, there's no other brush that I like using. I have like maybe 5 or 6 of these brushes in my kit. I save some for like red lipsticks, some for pink, and some for nude, just because I don't like to mix the, as much as you clean your brushes, you guys, there's always like some sort of residue underneath, and especially if you're using it for like red lipstick, there's always some type of red in the brush. So I always like to have like my red brushes on the side for my red lippy, if that makes sense. But yep, this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked it, show some love, leave a comment, and let me know what you guys think. I love you guys. Thanks for the support and have a wonderful day.